spectacular.
Oh my gosh, this is amazing. I feel like I'm being transported somewhere.
Another beautiful day here, Jeff, in San Diego. We are just so fortunate to live in such a beautiful city.
Absolutely. I mean, Point Loma specifically, the weather's always good down here. There's tons of places to eat, there's places to drink, all sorts of things to check out. You can spend your whole day out here and not miss a beat. Like, there's so much to do.
So Jeff, what's the plan? What do you have in store for us today?
I'm going to take you to one of the best seafood places in all of San Diego, and it's here in Point Loma. It's been around for over a decade now, and they've got good prices and tons of great ambiance.
Fantastic. So Jeff, I love seafood and I've been to Point Loma numerous times, but I've never been here. What a great find.
So we're at Mitch's, a hidden gem, but not for much longer probably. And I've got Anna, the general manager, who's here to tell us all about it.
Excellent.
Yes. So the way Mitch's started was it's 3 families that have been working in the fishing industry together for years. They all came together. Mitch was actually one of the chefs on the boats. So he kind of made up the menu, the others kind of invested, and then the rest is history. They kind of just, came together, wanted to do something for the community because they're always around here and they love food.
Apart from the wonderful food, Anna, how about these views? $1,000,000 views here. You got the San Diego Harbor, you're sitting out here, fish tacos, boats around. I mean, this is wonderful.
Yeah, definitely. A lot of people come for just the view. We got a lot of tourists, a lot of locals that love to just come and relax. A lot of fishermen, when they're done, fishing, they come here, get a beer, just chill out.
So
really.
If the fishermen are coming here, that means it's got to be the go-to spot, right?
Oh yeah, definitely. We're all about sustainability for the ocean, the environment, and all the fish that we receive as well. We do get some of our fish from the docks. Mostly it comes from vendors though that get all their fish locally caught in San Diego.
So Jeff, you're a big burger guy, and I know you love burgers. Now you're diversified into fish. Tell us about that.
So I actually grew up working in my parents' fish market, and I was like, the minute I could walk, I was working in there. And I probably broke every single child labor law in the books, but I loved every minute of it. So the Fisherman's Market in Alameda was where I spent my childhood. So I'm always on the hunt for local fish places where the locals eat, where the fishermen eat. I've gone up and down the coast trying to find it. I was glad to figure this thing out a couple years ago, and I've been coming ever since.
So is Mitch's your go-to spot when you need to feel close to home, bring you back to the childhood days?
Absolutely. The food is great. You can take the kids here. The ambiance, we'll walk down on the docks, check out the boats, see who's bringing anything in off the boat. The kids watch the birds. We can spend hours out here checking everything out. You can come here for breakfast.
Oh, yeah.
And you can tell us about this breakfast menu because it's good.
Oh yeah, the breakfast is delicious. So we have like crab cake Benedict, just a regular Mitch's Benedict. We do kind of like a Mexican fusion with burritos. We have huevos rancheros, chilaquiles, and then like breakfast sandwiches. But a lot of time people come here for the burritos because they're huge and really inexpensive.
And that's one thing, the prices here are super reasonable, and that's got to be because you're catering to the locals and the fishermen, right?
Absolutely, yeah. We want to make sure that everyone can afford our sustainable seafood, and we don't want to overcharge or make it a big ordeal having to find somewhere that is a cheaper place for seafood.
Well, and that's so nice too, because you mentioned bringing your kids here out on the docks. Everyone loves a nice seafood dinner, but if you want to bring the kids, you don't necessarily want to spend a whole lot that you normally find at the higher end seafood places. So you have the quality, the ambiance, the children, affordability.
Yeah, and I'm not taking my kids anywhere fancy. Like we've got like a very short attention span, and so like they can sit down for maybe 10 minutes and eat, and then we kind of send them out to go check things out.
Yeah.
So it's perfect. You can get in and out of here super fast.
Absolutely.
Have a very good meal, and
we do have a kids menu as well. So if they don't like seafood, we have like grilled cheese, quesadillas, just simple items.
Is there a special item that Mitch is really known for here?
Our tacos are very popular. We do a Taco Tuesday special every Tuesday throughout the whole entire year. We serve $1.50 Tecate cans, and then our tacos are $3.
So you also have a pretty good beer menu, right?
Oh yeah, we like to change our rotating selection every day, every week. We cater to just craft beer in San Diego mostly.
Local craft beers.
Yes.
So aside from having delicious fish tacos, what other dishes here would you recommend?
Our most popular is probably the mixed seafood. It's just a plethora of all of our fried fish. So we have fried rock cod, crab cake, calamari, breaded shrimp, and then it comes with fries and coleslaw. And then also a really popular dish is our fisherman stew. So that's like a cioppino version, our take on that. It's a tomato broth with wine, has celery, potatoes, onion, and then fresh clams, mussels, calamari, shrimp, and whatever our fish of the day is. As well as we have our grilled oysters. So we get our oysters from Carlsbad, super local, from the aqueduct. And then the grilled oysters, they are made with like a Parmesan mixture, has bacon, leeks, onion as well. And then it's served with our little panini style breads. And then we also have delicious seafood salads. So you can choose whatever fish of the day is. And that's just grilled with butter, paprika, and salt.
Wow, those all sound delicious. I think I'm gonna have to go with fish tacos. Being a San Diego native, we're known for our fish tacos here. I'm gonna give it a run for its money.
Absolutely.
And I'm going seafood platter because I've seen the size of this thing, and it looks like you should get like a free t-shirt when you finish it. I don't know if that's a
It's
thing or not,
huge,
but it's huge,
definitely.
and I'm gonna dive in.
Wow,
So good.
so fresh. Tortillas are amazing. The fish, unbelievable.
Your plate just looks good.
Hands off.
I've got plenty over here, trust me. I don't think I'm gonna be able to work my way through this at all.
Well, I definitely say you can add these to the list for fish tacos.
Oh, not just the list, the top of the list.
Yeah, well, and you know, Jeff, I'm very, very happy to know that you aren't just a burger guy.
Oh, well, thanks. I mean, I pull a few things out every once in a while, more than just a burger, I promise
Well,
you.
this was a great call, so cheers to that.
Here we go.
Thanks so much, Jeff.
Sean, it's a pretty exciting day today. Today we are back at the Ocean Discovery Institute with a lot going on.
And remember, we were here 2 years ago in hard hats when we were under construction, and now we've been open for a year. And for those that don't know about Ocean Discovery Institute, it's actually a program for the youth in the community of City Heights to get enrolled or engaged in science through the ocean. So a lot of the city schools took out the really important classes like marine biology, science, and things like that. So we actually go into 11 of the feeder schools in the surrounding area and do programs on site, as well as kids come here in the living lab, that's what we call it that, and they actually get to do real science work here. And this was like a 10-year process. From when we kind of had the idea, the executive director came to me, I was the chairman of the board of directors at that time, said, hey, let's raise some money and build an institute. Well, it seems so far-fetched, and to see this in existence, it blows my mind. So there's so much to see today. I want to take you through some of the programs and some of the classrooms.
Well, I'm ready to discover.
Let's go.
Sean, now we're in the heart of the building, which is the kitchen.
Absolutely. So we don't only concentrate on the scholastic part of education, but we also want everyone to have a healthy lifestyle because that's super important when you're learning. And so one of the things that we do is we partner with Feeding San Diego, and it's kind of like a unique kind of pilot program. And they actually bring warm, healthy meals for the kids that come for the after-school programs every single day.
Oh my gosh,
and one
great.
of the things about My Plate is we actually educate them on what they're eating so they can replicate that at home too, and then educate their family too. So it's not only about the kids, but it's the whole family and the whole community.
Right.
And one of the things that we have here is we have a garden on the other side of the building, and the kids were growing tomatoes, jalapenos, like all the ingredients to make salsa. So we invited the families and the kids to a cooking class here last week where they learned how to make fresh salsa.
That's so wonderful.
So it goes beyond, it's like a whole healthy lifestyle.
Right? Absolutely, because a healthy lifestyle and eating healthy translate into learning, a healthy brain, and absorbing everything.
Well, it's pretty interesting. So this morning I was listening to the news, and one of the studies that just came out was kids that eat farm to table, fresh food, balanced, like lean proteins, the grains, all that, actually suffer from much less depression and anxiety than other adolescents. And they can learn easier, healthy mind, healthy body. It really does translate across the board.
So the kids come here, they're filled with a delicious meal, a healthy meal. Now they're ready to learn. So what's next?
So we're going to go down and see some of the labs and the educational spaces where the kids come every single day.
This is such a cool room. One of the first things that I noticed coming here.
Well, you know what's interesting? So a lot of the rooms for our major benefactors or donors, their rooms are named after them. And this is the David C. Copley room. And what's really awesome is this is live footage of the ocean at Scripps Pier in La Jolla. And since we're in an urban environment on a canyon, but we're part of the watershed, it's interesting because the watershed actually goes down all the way to the ocean. But so we want the kids to feel like they're at the ocean every day.
And what I noticed is that every room is so perfectly designed with a purpose and sustainable.
So true. So for example, this carpet, this was made out of like reclaimed fishing line from the ocean. Like the bean bags are from sails, you know, from old sailboats that were torn and repurposed. And even the plastics, recycled plastic. So everything in here is sustainable.
I love that. Every step is learning too and being a part of the environment.
Yep.
So perfect.
Because we're making environmental leaders.
Sean, I'm walking through this with a smile because I love that they perfectly put nature and learning together every step of the way.
So the one interesting thing about this building is it's a net zero building. So basically it doesn't use any energy that it does not produce itself. So the architect, Rob Quigley, was a genius, and he positioned the building so at the right time of day it's getting the sun, it's getting the light, or other parts of the day it's like cooling down. So really he mastered that net zero. This is one of the only educational facilities in the state of California that's Platinum LEED certified. So that's like the highest degree of efficiency that you can get.
Sean, you mentioned that you're building the future of these students too.
Well, you know what's pretty amazing? So in an urban environment such as City Heights, like in the national level, 1 out of 10 kids after high school go to secondary education. And our students that go through the intensive programs that we offer, it's 9 out of 10. So we're super proud of that.
Doing wonderful things. This is a facility and an education that needed to happen because I think there's 14 surrounding schools that don't have the opportunity to do something like this.
And that's correct, and I think that's one of the reasons we won the presidential award a couple of years ago for the best mentorship in mathematics, science, and engineering, which is really a big feat because we were the first from San Diego to get such an award. And it's been great because a lot of my clients, the real estate, have gotten involved with Ocean Discovery Institute. And then a big part of that also is the equestrian community. So together as a community, we've really helped this community. I think education is the most important thing. And that's why I've stayed engaged for 20 years, because I really think that's what's going to make a difference for the United States, for the world. Like it's unparalleled important.
Real estate on a bigger level.
Yes.
And I'm sure a place like this is always looking for help and funding, which you are always a part of bringing the community together to raise money.
So we have volunteer opportunities for people, like canyon cleanup, things like that. But then, for example, we have our Black Tie Gala coming up on November 2nd. One of the really fun things that we have a raffle opportunity, even if people aren't coming, we have a $20,000 Turtle Island package for a week on like a private island in Fiji. In Fiji. So the tickets are $100. It's on our website if people want to buy tickets for that. That's super helpful. So there's just tons and tons of different opportunities.
Right. Well, sign me up. And thank you for showing us this beautiful facility and how it helps so many students. But before I go, what is this wire right here?
Well, this is actually really cool. So because we're putting native plantings back into the canyon, so we had seeds up at the top in our garden, and they're growing now into little trees. And then the kids zipline them down in these little buckets, and then they're going to be growing and then planting them in the canyon.
That's so cool. Can we try it too?
Absolutely, because this is not only for kids, this is for adults too to learn.
Right, adults can learn too.
They never stop.
Priscilla, this is gorgeous. Such a beautiful ambiance here.
I know, I love it here. Let's have some cocktails?
Yes.
Hi ladies, welcome to Truax.
Hi.
Thank you.
How are you doing this evening?
Good.
Good. We're ready for some cocktails. What do you suggest?
Excellent. Well, our most popular is definitely going to be the Voila and the Pretty in Pink.
Awesome.
Try those?
Ready.
Voila. I like
Voila.
it.
I like it too.
You got it.
That's what I love about this place. The cocktail hour, it's super fun. They have live music and the ambiance. It's incredible.
It's so nice. And I heard they have half off too on all of their cocktail hours.
They do. Incredible food too for cocktail hour, but I have a special treat for you. So we're gonna meet the general manager, Lee, for dinner. So let's have a couple cocktails and then we'll meet up with him.
Absolutely. I was impressed with the live music, and we get to meet the general manager.
Exactly. Today's a good day.
Lee, it's such a pleasure to meet you. Priscilla and I had the opportunity to enjoy some cocktails at your bar, and it's such a beautiful restaurant you have here.
It really is.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much. It's great to have you, and I'm glad you all enjoyed yourselves in there tonight.
And Truax it's quite a staple in the area, and you've been here for how long now?
We opened up in March of 2009, so we're in our 10th year of being a part of San Diego and a part of the community.
And you've been here since day one, I heard.
I am one of just a couple of day one employees here. Yes.
It's amazing.
Yeah, I've been here since the beginning.
That's awesome.
And you really stand out with your seafood for many reasons, right? So on multiple levels.
Some of the ways that I think we make a big difference would be, in the variety of seafoods that we offer. We bring in, the freshest seafood, different options that you may have. Our sea bass from the South Georgia Islands off of Argentina. Yellowtail from the Pacific, and then we have our fresh Florida stone crab claws, which everybody's been very excited from the traps to your tables in just 24 hours.
That's incredible.
It is our signature item, and it's what Truax has made a name for itself serving.
But you have quite the clientele here. So you're in UTC in beautiful La Jolla, a lot of different clientele, business. You offer a lot here at Truax.
Absolutely, we get business travelers, we'll get leisure travelers in that time of the year and on the weekends.
Locals.
Local,
I've been here a few times.
That's fantastic.
Yes.
Yeah, I was going to say most importantly is our local clientele. We have built some really good regular guests here, and it's great to see them coming in on a regular basis. So.
And I know it's really important. Priscilla comes here for happy hour, and she said she was in a different time zone a couple months. And the server, you have fantastic service as well to go along with everything. Actually remembered who she was, her order, everything.
Yeah, I was shocked because he remembered everything. My friend and I were shocked, and that's one of the staples from Truax, service. It's impeccable.
Truax is always about above and beyond and the little extra, because you're also so involved in the community. which I love.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, we kind of have a saying, it's success unshared is a failure. So we love to participate in the community and get out there. We'll host nonprofit and fundraisers in our private dining area. We donate our time and labor and food to local charitable events. One of our favorites that we've participated in 10 years is the Helen Woodward Spring Fling, where it benefits the Helen Woodward Animal Society and out there in Rancho Santa Fe.
Well, it makes this place very, very special. I love coming here. I love bringing clients here, and it's just, you know, knowing that you give back so much, it's very special.
Yeah, it's a great feeling. It's a great feeling to participate, to get out there in the community.
So one of the things I love about Truax is that, you know, you can come for a cocktail hour and you have great service, but the fine dining experience it's amazing. I love bringing my clients here, and it's just, the service is impeccable. Food presentation, as you can see, it's amazing.
Yes, definitely. And you mentioned the private dining too, which is beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, so we've got a pretty sizable room. Can do 45 pretty comfortably for a seated dinner. But we could also cut it in half and have two smaller events going at the same time. About 24. Got a great private dining coordinator that handles all of that for us. So
incredible.
You really have it all covered. And on top of it, fantastic food. So let's not forget about this beautiful presentation. And what do I have in front of me?
So today we chose the miso glazed sea bass, #1 selling dish on our menu. And then our sweet and spicy yellowtail, fresh, you know, pretty light, very successful here in California. And of course is our fresh Florida stone crab claws.
This is so good.
This is so good.
That's a staple of the restaurant there. So
you mentioned this one is your most popular, and I can see why. It's perfectly delicious, moist, but it has a little layer of crisp. It's so good.
So this one, fish is cooked perfect. It's amazing.
And of course, you have a beautiful wine selection to go along with your food as well.
Absolutely. Our wine director has really put together such a solid list for us. Really, anyone from the novice level to the aficionado is going to enjoy something off our list. So such a wide variety. So.
No, it's absolutely perfect. And to top it all off, once you've had your fantastic meals, it also comes with incredible dessert, right?
Absolutely. Texas-sized desserts. Absolutely, yeah.
Explain why you call them Texas-sized desserts.
Well, as they say, you know, everything's bigger in Texas. So, you know, our desserts are house-made, fresh daily, and they're phenomenal. Our carrot cake, we'll get a chance to try that a little bit later. So,
I can't wait.
But definitely famous for that. So.
Well, Lee, I can see why this is truly a staple in La Jolla. Thanks for having us, and I'm certain we're going to be back week after week.
For sure we're coming back.
It's been an absolute pleasure to have you here. We certainly look forward to you visiting again. So we will hopefully see you very soon.
You will.